Welcome everybody to TEAC's Career Day. We really appreciate your time and you coming out to learn a little bit more about our programs. My name is Mark Posada and I'm the Assistant Agency Director. And so we're going to talk a little bit about the programs, what they cost, and then maybe ways and options for you to hopefully fund some of those programs if you're interested. And so we'll show you a little bit of those options right now. A couple of years ago, we had a family member that participated in one of those cooking reality TV shows, where it's a contest where obviously everyone comes together and each week someone is voted off. And so in our case, that family member was my cousin's son, Nathan. And so I asked Nathan's mom, Rachel, how did Nathan handle that, right? So it was week after week, people were getting voted off, they're getting yelled at by adults, they're getting critiqued on their food. Basically, how does he handle that at such a young age? And she said, well, Nathan's always been really good at planning. So everything he's doing, he already has a plan laid out for that. And I thought, man, what a wonderful skill to have at any age, but especially, in high school, like he was, to be able to have that ability. And so I know as people get closer to graduating, if your plan isn't to automatically go or right away go into college, sometimes you get those pressures too, right? Everyone's asking you, okay, so what are you going to do? What's your plan? And so hopefully from what you've seen at TEACS, we can offer some of those options to you. And then, so some of the programs you've seen, the firefighters, the forensic science technicians, electric power, there's a multitude of different programs that TEACS offers to students and to anyone interested in our programs. And so pretty much anything that runs a community, I will tell you, if you look around, the chances are that person got trained by TEACS. So if it's water, again, electric power, law enforcement, those folks have come to TEACS to kind of lead them into their career. And so we get a lot of folks that come to us after a couple of years of working just different jobs. And then they come to us and say, hey, we really want a career. And so they start pursuing a different training program. So at your age right now, it's a great chance to start looking at your options and saying, okay, maybe I'm not ready for college right now, but what can I do in the meantime to possibly have the best career I possibly can? So you've met hopefully with the different programs, or you've seen the different programs. And so we're going to talk a little bit about what some of those programs cost, and then how possibly you can help fund those. Okay, so what I'm putting up here is the tuition cost currently for a firefighter, paramedic, law enforcement officer. You see all the different programs. So if there's one that you were interested already, you can see what the program cost if you didn't see that already. And so what I love about TEACS is our training programs are very short and intense. So they run anywhere from 2.5 weeks to 5 months. So after you enter those programs, you successfully complete them, then you can start your career. So if you're looking at the average salary, annual salary, that is how much an average person in that profession earns in the state of Texas. And so again, coming out of high school, if you're still very young, these are very good career opportunities for folks. And so if there's something of interest to you, it's a good chance, it's a good time to pursue those and have a plan. So you saw a little bit about what those cost. And then, so this slide is talking about how do you help fund those, right? Because not every family, not every person can just say, okay, here's $5,400. And we get that, we totally understand. And so if you look at this slide, there's different options for individuals. If your parents or other family members were in the military and you're eligible for those VA benefits, that's something we can help you with. You would just contact TEACS and we can help with all that paperwork. It's just like if someone were going to college, just like families transfer their VA benefits to individuals pursuing going to college. The same thing happens at TEACS. If you're interested in that and you're eligible, we can help you get that. Same thing for the foster youth of Texas. If you're a foster youth within the state of Texas, you're eligible for tuition exemptions and waivers. And so TEACS can help you with that. So if that's your situation, just please contact us. And if you're interested in pursuing one of the careers or occupations that you've seen, we can help with that. And then the same thing with the Texas Guaranteed Tuition Plan. That used to be called the Texas Tomorrow Fund. And that's that program where grandparents, parents, other family members put away money in advance for their kids to go off to college. And so TEACS is eligible for those programs. So just like you would if you were going to directly to college and you're taking that money to help pay for tuition, you can still use that same program to help pay for the tuition here at TEACS. And then finally, One of the other options is a third-party lender. So we work and we partner with different third-party lenders that would help you secure a loan to pay for these programs. So in the case of the firefighter, for instance, with that program costing $5,400, you could work with either Meritize or Sallie Mae, and they would help cover that cost of the tuition for you. And then you would work out through their program, repaying that loan. So it's just a student loan. And again, that's run through our partners. TEKS doesn't work directly with with your eligibility or anything, but our partners handle all of that. And so in this case, we actually invited one of our partners, Sallie Mae, to join us. And we're going to have Sergio Gonzalez as a representative of Sallie Mae come in and talk to you a little bit about the program, how it works, how you would apply, how the repayment plan and everything works like that. So Sergio, if you don't mind, please walk them through the program.
Thank you, Mark, for the introduction. As Mark stated, my name is Sergio Gonzalez. I am the Director of Business Development at Sallie Mae, and I'm here today to talk to you about how you can finance and pay for your training program using our Sallie Mae loan.
Sallie Mae Loan Program for Continuing Education. We'll provide an overview of the Smart Option Student Loan eligibility, features, and benefits, and conclude with the online application and account management. So let's learn more about the Smart Option Student Loan. This loan is available for students who are enrolled in a continuing education program or seeking a professional certification, are attending a degree granting institution either full-time, half-time, or less than half-time, or if you're taking any prerequisite classes, taking courses that do not qualify for federal financial aid, have an existing balance to pay for an enrollment period within the past 365 days. This loan can be used to cover the entire cost of your program. Please check with your school to see what the maximum amount you can borrow for the program you're enrolled in. It is also available for international students, including DACA students who are residing in the US, are enrolled at an institution in the US, and has a creditworthy cosigner. The cosigner must be a US citizen or permanent resident of the United States. A cosigner is a creditworthy person who agrees to share legal responsibility for repaying your loan. Someone whose credit history is evaluated along with yours on your loan application. And remember, private loans are credit-based. And if you have limited credit, a cosigner with a good credit history may help your chances for approval. A good cosigner is someone who has demonstrated the ability, stability, and willingness to pay. A cosigner can be almost anyone, such as a parent or guardian, a relative like a grandparent, aunt, uncle, or even a spouse. Also, a cosigner release is available. Borrowers may apply to release their cosigner from the loan after they've completed their program, made 12 on-time principal and interest payments, and meet certain credit requirements. And please note that releasing the cosigner will not impact the interest rate on the loan. When it comes to how you'll pay back your loan, you're in control. You choose your interest rate type, either fixed rate or variable rate, and the repayment option that works for you. The choices you make will affect how much your loan will cost you in the long run. When you apply for a loan, you'll be able to compare your options and choose the one that works best for you. There are 3 different repayment options available for you, and you can choose one or the other. Option 1, make interest-only payments while in school. Keeping up with the interest helps you lower the total cost of your loan, and it saves you the most money over time. Option 2, pay a fixed amount each month while in school. $25 a month is a fixed amount. It could save you more money over time, but any unpaid interest is still accruing during school. Option 3, make no payments until after school. You can defer your payments until after you completed your program, but note that the total cost of your loan will be more as the interest is accruing while you're enrolled in your program. A few additional features on the Smart Option Student Loan. It offers competitive fixed and no prepayment penalties. You choose the repayment option that best fits your needs. Also available is death and disability loan forgiveness. If a student were to pass away or become totally and permanently disabled, the current balance of the loan will be waived. Co-signer will be released from any obligation whatsoever. And to better manage your loan after leaving school, qualifying students can choose to make 12 monthly interest-only payments after they finish their program through our graduated repayment period, giving you the flexibility when transitioning from school to career. And here are a few ways you can lower the total cost of your loan. Get a 0.25% interest rate reduction when you're paying through auto debit. If you choose to make interest-only payments while you're enrolled in your program, you'll usually get an interest rate that is 1 percentage point lower than those who defer their payments while they're enrolled in their program. Also, if you apply with a cosigner, it may increase your chances of getting approved and also lowering your interest rates. Remember, you can always make extra payments whenever you want, and you won't be penalized for paying your loans off early. Also, you and your cosigner can get quarterly FICO scores online for free. You'll also have access to the key factors affecting your score and information to help you understand why keeping your credit healthy is important. Now let's review the Sallie Mae application part of it and the account management. The online application process is fast and easy. It will take about 15 minutes to complete and get the credit results immediately. The application can be initiated by either the student or the cosigner if needed. You'll be able to electronically sign your application and review your loan documents online. Online account management provides a single sign-on for customers. Borrowers and cosigners can check the status of their loan from origination all the way through disbursement. You'll be able to view payments due and any payments you've made in the past and any payment history. You can also make on-time or one-time payments, enroll in automatic debit, download forms, and manage your profile online as well. And to learn more about the Smart Option Student Loan, please visit salliemae.com/00363298. This is a custom URL created specifically for TEEX students. And then one last thing I want to share with you is free money. So Sallie Mae has created a scholarship search to help you find money to pay for your program as well. Students can register for free and create a profile based on your interests, your activities, your groups, hobbies, and get matched up with over 6 million scholarships worth up to $30 billion. The more detailed your profile is, the better the chances are of getting scholarships that are appropriately matched to you based on your profile. So take advantage of this resource to find some free money by visiting salliemae.com/Texas.